Hey, good evening. I see we have a whole bunch of people. That's fabulous. Just fabulous. And look at all the moderators I have. Ooh, Lynn, I forgot to make you a moderator. Note to self. Or Amy, Michael, can you make Lynn a moderator for me? I don't know. If you can, do it. If you can't, I will do it later. So this is a cooking video. My phone is going on at the same time. How do I turn this volume down? There we go. I turned it down so I can watch this because I can't watch that. And I will try to be as animated as I could be. Listen, I'm in my basement. This is my laundry room in the basement. And I'm wearing a light colored sweater while making a tomato product. What is wrong with this picture? No apron, no nothing. It is what it is. I had to start early, a little bit early, and those of you that are cookers know why. Let me bring the camera down and show you. I have an induction cooktop, don't we all? And in here, I have already, this is why I started early. I have pre-made, pre-browned the 2 pounds of Butcher Box ground beef, left the fat in because, fat is good. This is 80-20 ground beef. I need the fat because I use it for my spices like I'm sure you all do. I'm going to give you the lowdown as I'm putting things in. This is called tomato toothpaste. No, it's not really, but that's really what it is. I'll show you. It's a tube of tomato sauce. Now, normally I buy the Cento. They were all out. I had to get this from Home Goods, believe it or not, because apparently everybody and their mother want this. And what it is, if you know, you know. Here, there you go. I used it. If you know, you know. It is tomato sauce, tomato paste in a tube. And I like to cook it first beforehand to get that acidy tomato taste out of it. I do not use sugar in my chili. I also don't use beans. Now, if you pay real close attention, you're going to find these diced tomatoes in here. That's for later. Maybe we'll talk about that later. So I am going to turn the pot up to medium and cook out the tomatoey taste. I am using an entire, that was just whatever I had left of the Cento. I am going to use an entire, tube, brand new tube. That's right. I said Home Goods, remember? Brand new. Cook an entire tube of the tomato toothpaste, which is 4.6 ounces. So if you add these two together, I guess it could equal a 6-ounce can of tomato paste. I just like the tomato paste that doesn't have anything funky in it. I'd prefer, whoa, it's starting to splatter. Spit at me. I prefer the Italian tomatoes, but that's just me. You know, the girl that always says, buy American? Yeah, that's right. I like the Italian tomatoes. I also like, and I'll show you in a moment, my tomato base to have only tomato and maybe salt in the ingredients. That's it. Whoa, turn this down. Turn it down, Jerry. Put it on medium low here just for a few. At this point, it kind of resembles a sloppy Joe. Sloppy Jerry. Oh, that sounds bad. Don't use that again, Jerry. Okay. The tube is killed. Little tip right here. Oh, yeah, here. This is what I paid at the store for this tube of the double concentrated paste. My little tip, if you can't have a garbage close, It's a little too far for me. I have my garbage bag, and I put that here by the sink. Things would be different if I'd be upstairs. Duh. So I'm going to still continue to cook out this tomato paste. I'm going to go up to medium again. The fat is used to activate the spices too. This is leaning more along the lines of an Italian chili. Now, in my opinion, some people would say this is not a real chili because I'm using tomato products. You do you, boo. I'm going to do it with Italian tomatoes and Italian seasoning. So now is when I will add, there's still fat in there. I will add, remember I called it 4 paws. You were expecting the dogs to cook, weren't you? They're not. They're upstairs. I'm going to use 1 paw or palm of Italian seasoning. Put that in there. That's dead. That's killed. That goes in the bag. One paw down. I am going to use more of a generous paw of chili powder. Listen, I was freaked out today when I was in Eau Claire after church. I thought, oh, did I have all these spices in my house? Yes, I did. But Aldi's has this on sale for 98 cents. I have 3 of these in my house and 3 cumins. I picked this up unnecessarily. It is what it is. Chili powder. A generous palm, probably double the amount of the Italian. I have a big hand, you guys. Remember, I used to be, there we go, measuring with my heart. I used to be 5'12". So chili powder in, stir it around, activate it in the fat. I'm adjusting the heat up, down, up, down, up, down, so it doesn't burn. Another case in point, I bought a cumin, unnecessary, had it. I will use maybe a tablespoon and a half. This is my 3rd palm, cumin. Maybe a little more, just to shake more. Measuring with the heart. Turn down the temp again. That's cumin. I don't mind the taste of cumin. I could even put in more depending on your taste buds. So I usually don't cook with recipes, like I'm sure many of you folks don't either. Now, slowly but surely, the fat, if you can't see down here, the fat is gone. It was being absorbed by all the spices. I don't put onions in. I don't put celery in. I don't put garlic in. What? How can you do that? How can you make chili without onions and garlic? Because I use onion and garlic powder. Enter another paw, half of a paw of onion powder, Aldi brand, half of a paw, maybe a little bit more of the garlic powder. Are we counting? This is the 4 paws. Garlic powder. Put that in there. 4 paws, 4 spices. Done. The reason I put the powder in is I like the flavor. I don't like the chopping. I don't like the vegetables. I want to make it easy on myself. Literally, will probably eat this all week. And that's okay because, as you know, many of you know, Jerry eats on repeat. And this is the end of the month for me to eat. So I don't mind eating a whole bunch of this. Yum. Yes. Yes, please. All right. So that's the first meat. I actually prefer this to be more chunky if I could. I started it early. I normally don't cook on YouTube. You guys know I don't. I haven't done this in a while. It's kind of fun. I miss it. So I like it chunkier. I have even made it with the burger patties in there. Okay, that's one meat and all the spices. All the spices are in there. It's so nice. Spice is nice. Okay, this is optional. This is organic. I have this in a small lock and lock container right here. Organic cocoa powder. And I use just a wee bit, not a paw, probably a teaspoon. Probably. It just adds a depth of flavor. Never use the spoon twice. There it goes. It's in the sink. Mix that about just a little bit to make it somewhat interesting. To make people go, what is that? You can, if you wanted to, add red peppers. I just have it. I'm not adding it. You can, if you want to. I may add it at the end. These whole peppers. And I just throw them in at the end just to let them cook while it's simmering. That's it. Turned it down again. Another hidden secret that I do is espresso powder. And like the cocoa, a little goes a long way. New spoon, new-ish jar. Again, maybe a teaspoon. This is 4 pounds of meat. So I don't think that was a teaspoon. There we go. Adds a plunk, adds a bit of interesting flavor. And you can get it, if you want to, you can put espresso in here, the real coffee, if you wanted to. It's going to be wetter, but I like this instant espresso powder to be able to mix it in there. So everything's coming along fabulous. 1 meat down, 3 more to go. In here is, whoops, what do we have here? Let's do this one first. Italian sausage that I sliced up, still very fatty. Notice that? I don't fear fat. Also, I don't mind the casing. Some of you may want to strip the casing. You do you. So I just throw this in. It's a pound, about a pound, except this. Plunk. There we go. That's there. That's for me to snack during Aaron and Amy's live later. I'll be snacking. Now, this is my beef. Some people call it matchsticks. I know my friend Tanya. I see her there. Hey, Tanya. Ooh, I'm up against a big critic here. What do you call these, Tanya? Matchsticks? Or do you call them batons? I don't know. Could be matchsticks. I keep the fat from the fat cap. This is 1 pound of brisket, by the way. Leftover. Is there such a thing as leftover brisket? Yes, there is, especially if you're making chili. So I put them into cute little matchsticks or batons, keeping the fat on top. That goes right in here too. Oh, my Lanta, Jerry, this is full. Yes, it is. But it will be perfect. I have made this so many times in this container. It's very, very, very dry. Very dry. I have 1 more meat to put in here, folks. Am I going to fit it in here? Plus the tomato stuff? You betcha. Guess what this is? Veal. 1 pound of veal goes in here. My grandma taught me this. And of course, it's the fat and everything's right in there. It is all in there as best as I can get it, but I'm not going to sweat it. All the ground veal. I get it from the butcher, specially made. A lot of people don't use veal these days. I love veal. Baby cows. I love it. Very, very tender. So this is what she looks like. It's very dry. Very, very dry. For right now, at least. There you go. Now, here comes the moisture. I'm going to kick it up to medium as I add. I also, because these stores up here just don't carry it, I have to buy this at the specialty stores. The ingredients to this one is, this is organic tomato puree, product of Italy. The ingredients are tomatoes. That's it. Tomatoes, if you can read that cursive. Sorry, I got a little glare there. Tomatoes. Oh, I should have opened that beforehand. Not sure if I'm going to put 2. Do you save this? Tanya, do you save this or do you toss it? Are you a waterer? I save it. And I'll show you guys what I save it for. Oh yeah, I have to definitely put 2. I also, this is just me, I never salt until the end because I think the salt makes the meat, it's just my opinion, I don't know about Chef Tanya, I think the salt makes the meat tough. That's what I think. Holy cow. Holy mother of creation. I hope I can get this open. Hernia. Holy cats. There she goes. Tomato puree number 2. Jar number 2. Wow, I didn't get any red stuff on me yet. But the hour is early. So again, for the people that may say, that can't be carnivore, Jerry, this is just how the way I like it. I don't care if people put an onion in there or do some garlic. That I don't care. I like it very, extremely thick like this. I don't know. This might be a little bit too thick. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn it down so it doesn't splash red sauce at me. And I will put in the beef broth because I didn't have any of my own beef broth done. I had to get this at Aldi today. But I'm going to use the grandma trick. And I'm sure Tanya does this. I would bet money Tanya does this. Tanya, if you're laughing, it's because I know you're laughing. It's because I bet you do this too. See? All clean. No waste. But I will rinse it before it goes into the recycling. That I will not throw in the sink. 1 more. 2 more. Now, if I did not have extra beef brisket, I will tell you another secrets, cooking secrets of days gone by. Cooking secrets from a Jewish grandmother. I would use corned beef. Now, the topic came up last week on somebody's live. See, it's starting to look juicy. Yum. That looks very juicy. If it gets too juicy, I'm going to give you another secret. But I do. I don't know. I might have to put in a little more bone broth. Not that you can't season as you go along, because you surely can. Oh, let's talk about the corned beef. So, brisket. I put in brisket. This is the same thing. The topic came up last week where somebody said, "What is in the ingredients of the corned beef, Jerry, that you eat?" I go, as far as I know, just corned beef and fat. So, this is Libby's fine quality corned beef. I keep it on the shelf. I love it. I love it. The only thing I don't love is the manufacturer's Conagra. If you know, you know. Okay, ingredients: cooked beef, water, salt, sugar, sodium nitrate, distributed by Conagra Brands, Chicago, Illinois. There's the ingredients. Sans the sugar, but it is what it is. And I will put into this, as opposed to the pound of beef that I put in with the fat, I will put in 2 of these cans. It's a thinner, shaved corned beef. Well, you guys know the canned corned beef, but this is not the stuff that has the potatoes in. This is not the icky stuff. So there we go. Now, I think for me this is pretty good, but I'm going to have this simmering while I'm watching Aaron and Amy, because like spaghetti, like anything with a tomato base, it just gets better and better as it simmers and it sits. And I'm going to jar it up, put it in some lock and lock containers. I will add a splash or 2 more of this beef broth. Yeah, because it will evaporate and it will be cooking for the entire time. I'll probably have to continue to add more if it evaporates a lot. I have it on medium low right now. I can kick it up. 275 medium. Now, let's say, have you ever, okay, another little grandma tips that I can offer you. The trick, if you add too much salt, this is a trick that I used to use in the catering land. If I added too much salt, I would put potatoes in there, clean a whole potato. Tanya, I'm not sure if you do this or this is only something my grandma taught me. A whole potato, peeled, cleaned, put into whatever I was cooking to suck up the salt. That was a trick my grandma taught me. It always seemed to work. So I don't know if that's what you do. But if it gets too runny, what do you think? Now, I'm going to leave this up for the audience because I want this to be a bit interactive right now, because I see you on my cell phone. Okay, the first person to guess. Let's see. Ta-da. If it gets too liquidy, what would you add, Carnivore, to make it thicker? There's 2 answers, and go. Of course, there's always a 10-second delay with this program. Let it stew and brew, Amy says. I am so glad. Next day chili is the best. That is so true. Michael knows. More meat? Yes, that you can do that. You can surely add more meat. This is pretty meaty. You sure can. What other 2 things would you think that I would add to Carnivore Chili to thicken it up? I have done both of these before. I don't think I've ever added both of these together at the same time. My suggestions, my tips. Okay, Michael says cook it down. That's true. Cook it down. You're right. But if last minute, let's say after you cooked it down and you, like me, said, oh, I just have a little bit more. I'll put the rest in there. Holy cow. And I've got chili soup, tomato soup. It's too thin. Couple more minutes, you guys. Okay. My secret is ready, set, egg yolks. Warmed egg yolks mixed with some broth and mixed in there. Egg yolk roux. No, none, zero flour, none. Egg yolks thicken it up and it gives more protein. So there you go. I was cheese, yeah, of course cheese. Cheese is a staple. Sour cream, cheese. I have that in my house. And remember, I'm fasting December 2nd, so it's all systems go for me. Okay, here's my other secret. A lot of people probably don't have this in their house. Okay, excellent idea. Tadia says, ready, set, here we go. This is another thickener I use. I also make gravy out of this. It is the Carnivore Crisps beef stew. Yeah, beef stew, what am I saying? Grass-fed beef flour. I have this, and beef, I have this, and chicken. So if I make a chicken stew, I use the chicken flour. This would be beef flour. Ooh, it's starting to spit up. Starting to spit. Now, how many of you want me to? I don't care. It makes no difference to me. It'll be out of my system, lickety splickety. But would you add diced tomatoes to this? Yes or no? I'll give you a few moments. Or maybe panko? Maybe you could. Yeah, I bet that would be good. Pork panko. I bet it would be. I have that too. That I could do that. So this is the chili. Did I miss any good discussions that you guys were having? Anything that I should probably go back? Because I know you were all communicating and partying amongst yourselves, as you should be. This is a party. Party in my laundry room making chili. No clothes. My clothes were already done. Did them yesterday. Did my laundry. The chili is done. I have it on medium now. I'm going to wait till it bubbles a little bit more and see what the bubble looks like before I put a lid on it and wait for your comments. Let's see what Michael says. Michael's having ribs. Ooh, okay. Cook it down. I'm going to quick do a scroll. Next day, chili is always the best. Yes, it is. Now, for work, what I would take is, to add another meat and another dimension, is I would take the butcher box all beef hot dogs and eat them, put them down as a bed of hot dogs. Yeah, yes, please. And then put the chili on top of there. I think this is perfect liquidy. Don't you think, Tanya? Do you agree with me? Do you think this is a good liquid meat to liquid ratio? I am not going to add the tomatoes. I just thought I would leave it up to you. As if you guys are coming to my house to eat it, right? You can come in. That's fine. If you don't mind the travel. Hey, a whole lot of people are in Florida right now. This is perfect. My cousin used to be a CEO at ConAgra back in the 90s before he was shot and killed in his home. He lived in Arkansas in the 90s. I have my own theories. Yes, if you know, you know. Right. I I can say only so many things, you guys. I'm going to get this off of there and get it on me. Hey, hi. I had a lot of clients in the real estate business. That was one of my bigger accounts, ConAgra. And I knew more than I think I was supposed to know. But of course, I can't tell you because, yeah, I know it's been a while. Not that any of these people are going to come onto my YouTube. I have yet to run into a person personally out in the streets because I'm just a nobody up in northwestern Wisconsin. Really. There's a few people that watch me on my from my church, but they never comment. And heaven forbid I tell anybody from work, no, because you know I do the secret thing with my OSHA approved hearing devices. I don't have it over here. I left it in the other room. It's the ones that you guys see me sometimes doing the videos with the orange tips in my ears. Oh my, OMG, she said, when you said you were laughing, my husband goes, can she hear you? I hear the carnivore police are on my way to my house, Lynn says. So funny. I could eat that in a day, Michael. Come on now, brother. If I had some dry ice right now in my back pocket, I would mail you some of this super frozen. Get to your house in 24 hours. It would still be hard as a rock, super frozen, especially with dry ice. QVC, I'm very disappointed. The latest couple of things I've got from them at QVC have been busts. Not so good. They're supposed to be here coming frozen and they're already thawed. Not good. Okay, look, yeah, it sure does look like there's enough, John says, for all of us. Yes, there is. Now, Jack will not eat this. Oh, here comes Michael. You know Michael's going to put a comment down. I know he will. Nor will the dogs. I would not feed this to my dogs. Should I try some? I have a clean spoon. My spoon spatula. Look at this. This is a Wilton product from the catering days. It's a spoon on one end, teaspoon, and a little baby spatula. So I think I'll give it a shot. I know it's going to need salt. That I know for sure. All right. And it's not scalding, burning hot. So here goes. One shot wonder. Definitely needs more heat. And a whole lot of salt. Yeah, it needs salt. It needs salt. The meat is super tender. Oh boy, do I dare salt it right now? Michael says you won't want my snacks. I don't measure when cooking, Michael says. I know a lot of people don't do it. I just literally made chili for my husband. I used 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. Well, see, a little bit. I used a whole 8 ounces of the tomato toothpaste. Yeah, a little is better for the carnivore diet. I get it. I'm just stuck on this whole redness thing. So I know the carnivore police are coming. Here we go. I'm ready. Cuff me. Let's go. Take me downtown. Downtown where? Not downtown New Auburn. If you guys saw the video when I was going through downtown New Auburn, there's nothing there. You blink and there's nothing there. Our dollar store, post office, and one bank. Big whoop. Tomato paste is keto enough. It's low carb when it comes to its portion size. Yeah, oh yeah, indeed. This is the only vegetable that's in there is the tomato paste, the tomato puree. I just think this is liquid perfect enough right now. Sloppy Jerry, LOL. I know that sounds so wrong, but this looks so right. Yes, indeed. And then, of course, everybody's saying hello. I know, Amy, you were saying that you really wanted to make chili. That I know. Is this live for moderators only? Because a moderator I'm not. No, it's live for everybody. I made everybody live on Friday. We were just a bunch of goofballs. talking and laughing and carrying on. We were carrying on for 2 hours in the live. And Cindy was my only moderator because Cindy and I started our YouTube channels essentially the same time. So she does a whole lot more interviews. She's like Amy, they do a lot of the interviews. They have more of a screen presence. Juliet, she recently started her channel, Juliet Edens, and she's already monetized, I believe. Thomas just got monetized, I think. Amy's right at the door of monetization. Is that a word? Well, it is now. So that is why I made everybody a moderator. Okay, that's it. That was the start of it. Now let me scroll to the bottom and see what I missed. I had heart attack chicken with over medium eggs and fried chicken skins. Oh, I love those. I love chicken skins. Do you deep fry your chicken skins in beef tallow, Amy? I do it that way, or I air fry them, either or. But in a pinch, if I want fast food, I do chicken skins in the beef tallow. Some people in Arkansas just mysteriously died in the 90s. Yeah, I know. I'd pick the sausage out. Really, you would? Italian sausage? Or see, now this, I just happen to have Italian sausage in my house. I have been known to add andouille sausage to this. Chorizo. Of course, chorizo's like ground beef. It's more spices in there, redder the spices, the paprika. I didn't put any paprika in here. You can if you wanted to. Sweet paprika, you can. I bet you Tanya puts paprika in to give it more of that redder color. Tallow or lard. Yep. Oh yes. I love it. So really, that's it. I knew it was going to be a relatively fast recipe to cook. Just brought these spices out of my spices. I'm sorry, these fire roasted tomatoes down. If people wanted me to add them, I would have eaten it, but I'm going to eat just like this all by myself. Like I said, Jack will not eat this. I don't add beans ever. It's a Wisconsin thing to add beans. Me, no. No beans for me. But I have seen the red beans, the kidney beans, the white beans. I also make a white, used to make a white chicken chili. And I used white beans here. This is my extra pantry down here because I think I'm always prepared just in case somebody comes over, like my nephew, if he comes over and says, Aunt Jer, make me some white chicken chili. I'm ready to go with the jalapeno peppers that are chopped up very fine. That's green, but other than that, it's a white cheese sauce base like a chili. But I add these beans for the nephew. White kidney beans. And as you see, they're in stock. They're in my house. Down in the basement, pantry shelf. And if I don't go through with them, I'll probably donate them. I buy a couple meaning 2 cans probably a year because my freezer's always full, always stocked. I don't necessarily know who's going to come. Oh, I got this text from somebody, and I really thought it was one of you people that texted me. I looked up the area code, and it was from California, and they were asking me questions, and then I said, "Who are you?" I was polite, I didn't say any cuss words or anything, but. And then they said, my name is Emily. So then I said, the only Emily I can think, well, I have a couple of Emily clients. Emily Penton, I can think of her. She would not be texting me. Trust me. This Emily I knew from the Plexus days. I said, Emily from Plexus? Question mark. Then she finally answered today from church, and she said, "I'm sorry, are you Annie?" I said, "No." She texted me, texted me, made a mistake. She's carrying on a conversation with me. She says, "Don't you remember me? I was at your 55th birthday party." So I'm thinking, Jack didn't throw me a 55th birthday party. He didn't throw me a 50th. He didn't throw me a 60th. Jack didn't throw me any party, ever. I had a party for him right after we were married. He turned 50 because he married a younger, sexy chick. You know, me. I was younger than him, 11 years. That's not that young. But we got married 6/12/99. He turned 50 in 1999 because he was born in 1949. So I threw him a surprise birthday party at the same place that we had our wedding in Muskego, which is really down the road from our house on Big Muskego Lake. We shut down the restaurant for our wedding. It was hotter than hot. And I think you guys probably saw that wedding story. Hotter than hot that day. And he thought he was just going for dinner with me until we got to the restaurant. He didn't recognize anything. He didn't read any license plates, didn't see all the Illinois plates, his brothers, etc., etc. So, oops, I can turn this back on. Turn it back on. Medium. I think it stays on for an hour. I have to monitor this, but I'm going to take this laptop into the other room and watch Amy and Aaron do their live. Right now it's 5:35. And like I said, for all intents and purposes, this chili is done. It's done. So I can clean up. Kind of, sort of. And save my sausage for later. Wrap it all up. I don't think that I will be using the Carnivore Crisps flour. I'm very happy with the sauciness. Let's see what you guys are saying here. Let's see. Huge fan of the coffee edition. Good. Breakfast sausage would be good. Absolutely would be good. Yes. A huge fan of the coffee. Jake can eat whatever. Oh, Jack can eat whatever the dogs fix. I knew you would chime in. Michael, you kill me. You are so funny. Turn it down, Jerry. Ooh, now it's starting to spit at me. Do I have any red stuff on me yet? No, I'm still pretty clean. Good. It's a miracle. A true blue spectacle. I am not full of tomato specks. Whoa. Okay. I've had bacon and cheese quiche so far today. That's delicious. I didn't know Ketogenic Woman goes live on Sundays at 7. Yes, she does. 6 o'clock my time, I think. Well, that's 7 your time. You're right. I know. I had no idea she had a live stream the same time as me. And then sad face. No, don't be sad. We love you. We love your channel. Okay, Michael says his critters are fed. Excellent. That means we'll be watching the video soon. All right. I think, because I'm the only one eating it, I think I'm going to put in just one of these. These are spicy. I'm just going to put in one and let it perfume the pot. That'll be plenty. As you can see, I use these very sparingly. I think I ordered these from Milwaukee, from a spice place that I get them from in Milwaukee. And I think this was a 5-pack of chilies in there. And some old habits die hard for me. I still go to the same old haunts. My sausages have to come from Usingers in Milwaukee, or I get them from Eau Claire. There's a grocery store, Woodman's, that has all Wisconsin products in there. And they have Usinger sausage there, so I don't have to get it shipped, or I don't have to travel down to Milwaukee and get them. But this is a spice house in downtown Milwaukee, down the street from Usinger's, that I get this from. So this is it. This is it. Make no mistake where you are. This is it. I can lit it up, leave it on medium low, set it and forget it, as they say. But I'll have to come back in an hour to check the status. Other than that, got any questions for me? Anybody? Anybody? Everybody? Let's see. The critters are fed. Why didn't somebody tell me? LOL. Terry Sue says, it's so weird, Amy. 365 days in a year, but so many things happen on the same day. Seriously, don't they? I tried when I scheduled mine, really around my time. Michael wants me to go on every day and do it every day. Overtime won't allow me to do it. And I don't think many people, well, not from the US, of course. And all my friends are sleeping because they wake up to get kiltsy at 5 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern time every morning. So everybody's really sleeping. George doesn't come on any of my lives. Or now Gemma, she's in California. Juju. Jojo, she's in Australia. She'll come on my nighttime lives. And as you know, I posted this live right after 4 o'clock because I was busy. I failed to do so. I need to do better prep time for doing my posts. I realize that. So other than that, I got nothing. This is going to do its thing. I'm going to wash up down here. There's really nothing to clean up, actually. Everything's very self-contained. And I cooked as I went along and added and covered and did all this stuff. What do you think? Good? Bad? I know Michael chimed in about the sausage and gave his opinion about breakfast sausage. That's a good idea. I would use that. Would anybody, I saw deer meat. Somebody said venison. I don't remember who, but somebody chimed in there. Terry Sue said it's 20 to 3 p.m. here and football. Oh, that's right. You're in California too. That's right. I did ask the person that was texting me. And I think I asked you earlier this morning if you were from that area code that I got the text from, which would have been the southern part of Cali. Yeah, football's on. After church today, I didn't have to go to Costco. We still have enough. And Tuesday is the big root canals. 2 of them. I took the entire day off because I know I'm going to be sore and in pain. And unable to eat is not a problem. That I don't care about. The soreness and the not being able to speak, that's not so good. I have to have a sip of electrolytes. So somebody was asking on an earlier live about red light therapy. Who owns red light mask? I think they're very expensive. Like I was joking earlier about it, that I do the fake and bake because I do my color aspect to get color on me. And the warmth too. The warmth feels absolutely wonderful on my back. But I don't own a red light mask or do red light therapy. And I think it was Amy that was talking about. Amy, were you talking about red light therapy? Root canals are pretty easy these days. Oh, I see. It's been a minute since I've had a root canal. I'd say over 20 years now. So yeah, it has been a while. And Amy can attest to it. She says, yes, Terry. So that's good. It's good to hear that. Right afterwards, I am leaving and going a mile down the road to Costco to get Jack's milk. That's why I didn't go to Costco today. I'm going to have to go down there on Tuesday. So I'll get his milk and then I'll gas up. I came home today. I had the gas cans. I put 5 gallons of gas because I do the 5-gallon. I take that with me at the gas station. And let me put this up again. And I put 5 gallons into my tank that I had left over. So I put that in. Then I looked at my watch and said, OMG, I got to go to church. I left the gas cans right there and the pump so that when I came home, I was going to use the rest of it. So I didn't gas up in Eau Claire. I came back with a quarter of a tank. Not a big deal. I'll be driving to Eau Claire on fumes, though. It is what it is. I only have, insofar as savings is concerned, on my Quick Trip card, $1.42 in savings. So I get $1.42 off. And gas right now is $2.62 in Eau Claire. Up here, it's still $2.89. But they kind of have people, highway robbery up here. They get it. They have their one station in the middle of nowhere. People don't want to travel to Eau Claire, so they'll pay the exorbitant prices. But I came home, I'm like, what the Sam Hill? Oh, my word. I have no words. Zero. No word. Don't say anything, Jerry. Just don't say anything. You want a red light. My radiologist gave me a red light for lymph nodes. Interesting. Wow, that's great, Terry Sue. I want a red light. I do too. I want it for the lines on the face. And I know I do it to myself with the fake and bake. I know that this is gravity. It is what it is. It's just gravity. But these deep lines, I think that they're good for the deep lines, but I'd like one too. Just one of those that I put on my face and I go to bed or watch TV with. I see, what's her name? Oh, shoot, that skinny girl, carnivore girl with her husband. Lily. I see Lily with that mask on, and her husband did a video about the mask too on his face. And I saw videos on YouTube with men that are talking, only men on these commercials that are talking about using the red light therapy, that it's not just for women anymore. Terry Sue says, honestly, I see no results from it, but I do put it on my face in the mornings. I don't go out for the sunrise. I do feel like it works for circadian rhythm. Excellent. I do the morning sunlight more often than not. I'm doing it because I'm feeding the dogs. And that's about the time of the sunrise. So for that reason, I do it. Even in the wintertime, even if I'm out there for 5 minutes, I'll get the sunlight in my eyeballs. Lynn says, I bought a red light machine a few months ago. I don't see any results, but who knows, right? You can just see my lines right now. Like I said, I probably do it to myself because of the fake and bake. And I know that takes a lot out of a person, and I know it makes me look leather face. But I like it. I like it a lot. What was that movie? It's something about Mary with the old lady. I don't want to look that crispy. But I do like it. I like the look. Oh, Terry Sue calls it, my husband calls it my hoe light. Hoe. Does it give you any color, the red light? Lynn says, I thought I'd look about 12 by now with the red light machine. I'll tell you what, Lynn, you don't look like a little shorty person. Your picture, you are a beautiful chick. You are beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful to us. Do I sound like Russ now? I'm going to start singing in my videos. Give me a song. Name that tune. I can name that tune. I can sing that tune in 3 notes. Let's go. time for me to eat. I haven't eaten anything yet. I need a light to put on my desk to help me while I'm working. Is there such a thing? I wouldn't be able to use a red light. Huh. Terry's talking about the red light district. Ooh, I get it, Michael. I'm a little slow, okay? I'm an old married woman. I've been married now for 27 years. I forgot about that. Now, the blue light thing, do you guys have that in your communities where if you put on your porch a blue light, that means you back the blue? That's a thing in Wisconsin. Terry Sue said, I'm sure the neighbors think my room is on fire sometimes. Ooh, because of the red light. Yeah. Yes. I'll tell you what, that may or may not have happened to me personally. Just saying. Back in the day, when I was a young woman without a bad back or without a bad hip. Thanks for clarifying, Mike. Now we're starting to get wild. Now we're going. It is 5:48. Amy, how much time do you need to get yourself ready for your live? Are both of you going to go only on your channel, Amy, or is it going to be you on your channel and Erin on her channel? Because then I need to know if I need two computers going at the same time to give you both credit. Right, Michael? I probably should do that, right, Michael? I have to go with my guide, my YouTube guide, Michael. He gives me all the info what I need to do. I'm on later too. See, Michael's on later, and then I have to watch him too. What time are you on, Michael? Because Amy is going on in 10 minutes, let's say 10 minutes, 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock her time. And she usually goes for a couple hours. But I saw one of your videos today when I was at the pharmacy. They closed for lunch. This is Eau Claire, Wisconsin. This is a major metropolitan city on a Sunday, and CVS is closed. Oh no, we close. They won't be back open until 2 o'clock. I said, this is Eau Claire, Wisconsin on a Sunday. This isn't Mayberry RFD, and Ann B is not behind me in the drive-thru waiting for her lumbago lotion to put on. Let's go, for Pete's sake. So I had to wait. And I was watching your street video in the meantime while I was waiting, Michael. 7 p.m. our time. So that's right in the middle of Amy's and Erin's live. Well, I will have to catch it on the replay, but I will definitely watch it in its entirety. Mayberry RFD. Oh, you remember that? A lot of these kids don't know what this is, Lynn. Maybe Michael would know. Maybe. Not sure. I don't know if Michael's as old as... I don't think Michael's as old as me. I don't think so. He's got a younger voice than I do. I asked him because of his handle on a channel that we were on earlier. It said 4261. And Michael 4261. So I asked him, I said, is your birthday in April? Because I was thinking his birthday was April 2nd, 1961. He said, no, his birthday is not in April. Yeah, Mayberry RFD. I used to love that show. Love that show. Opie. Did you ever watch KRP or KRP in Cincinnati or Cheers? Yes, both of them. I did both. Live. Not in syndication. Yes. Ozzy and Harriet, I watched them in syndication. My husband, on the other hand, watched them live. Oh, I brought down an extra one. These are made by Wilton. I used these for cake decorating. This is the one I ate from. Teaspoon on this side, and the bigger one's a tablespoon, and then the spatula on the other side for getting all the frosting out of the bowls. That I no longer do frosting anymore. but I still have these. These are wonderful silicone tools. And the tomato sauce, that'll come right out right away. Totally come out right away. So as it stands right now, I will be on for exactly 1 hour and 5 seconds. Ha! 1 hour. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 hour. So, like I said, a fast, in my opinion, chili recipe, can it be done? Absolutely. And as I made it with using some of the ingredients from other recipes, I'll put it in my freezer. The sausage I always have in my freezer. Put that in the freezer, put it into a tomato base. Voila, you got chili. Make sure to come back and leave a comment. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Please, by all means, if you are on here and you have not subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Come on down. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up, like all the kids are saying. Thumbs up, like, share, do all the YouTube-y things. And as Michael said, make sure you come back and leave a comment later in the video, because that's good for the algorithm. Somebody pronounced algorithm, agorism on a video I watched today. Agorism. And I don't know if he did it out of ignorance or he did the word just to have people make comments saying, no, it's algorithm. You know what I mean? And be phonetic and spell it out that way. But it is what it is. We all come from different parts of the country and different twangs, different dialects, different. I'm the Midwestern girl. So thank you very much. I like Cheers. Never got into WKRP, says Terry Sue. Yeah, and I think all of those people have now passed on, except I think Woody Harrelson, he's still living from Cheers. I think Norm just passed away recently. And Sam Malone, I forget he used to be married to Whoopi or dating Whoopi back in the day. He's still living. A lot of the liberals, it's Hollywood people. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for cooking with me. I know it's been a minute since I did it and I enjoyed it. So I appreciate it. I don't know when I'm going to do this again. I don't mind doing it in the basement. The dogs didn't bother me. Jack didn't have his cell phone talking or the TV going with Fox News in the background. So it was a good time. A good time was had by all. Thank you. Thank you. Hugs and kisses to everybody. I will catch you on Amy and Aaron's Live in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Thanks. Cheers, everybody. Toodles. Thank you. Thanks, Lynn. Yes, it was fun. See you at Amy and Aaron's house. I'll bring the chili. Cheers.